One of the reasons I respect Muhammad is because of one of the 5 pillars being give alms to the poor. Magnificent. That's exactly what Jesus taught. But the reason that I cannot be Muslim is because Muhammad lived from 570 to 632, about. Which means he obviously never met Jesus. Now, throughout the Quran we read, Jesus is a good teacher, but he is not God. The eyewitnesses who saw Jesus, who heard Jesus, insisted Jesus claimed to be God. So the respect that Muhammad had for Jesus as a good teacher is not an option. He's either a blasphemer, because he claimed to be God, or else he's who he claimed to be. So it's a philosophical problem that I have with Muhammad, because he has such respect for Jesus, but obviously he lived 570 to 632, so he never met Jesus. He's born 500 years after the fact. But the eyewitnesses said, no, Jesus claimed to be God.
Discounting, like, we also believe that Jesus was a prophet in Islam. So it's like, I feel like the two weights between a teacher and a prophet are like, there's a pretty big disconnect there.
All right.
Like, I feel like through prophecies, or like Jesus prophesizing in Islam was more of like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, imagine like when you go to church and there's a sermon, there's like people actually teaching you about this religion. And then like when you see a religion slowly being changed, and like, I don't want to disrespect your religion by saying like it was changed and anything like that.
Okay.
But like, from my beliefs, obviously.
Yeah. And here's my challenge with your statement about the New Testament, the Bible's been changed. Okay? Today for the New Testament, in English, we have over 5,300 Greek manuscripts or pieces of manuscripts. Are there variants in those 5,200 Greek manuscripts? Yes, there are. Thousands of them. But those variants are so small that they don't change anything in terms of the message.
I mean, I'll let her know. But
all right. Okay. Well, you will find it out about this in a religion class here at UNC Chapel Hill. Now, I asked you to do something to study Islam. I asked you to look up the guy, Zayd bin Thabit, hired by the 3rd Caliph. And what did he have to do? He sent out the message. Please destroy all the copies of the Quran that disagree with this one copy.
Quran, right? It was, when it was given Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it was never so much written down, right? It was, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam would hold khutbahs, like sermons like this, right? And he would give the word of God, right? And there was people that were dedicated in Islam to the point where they memorized everything word for word, word for word, word for word.
And Zayd bin Thabit wrote it.
Okay, he wrote it.
Yeah.
So, but then we get the one true like statement of like, this is, we all can agree that all of everything that we memorize and learn, it lines up with this one piece, right? But now you're saying that like there were so many people, Ibn Thabit like wrote different types,
and others copied it, and there were differences between the different manuscripts.
Okay, exactly, but like
and
our belief
the 3rd Caliph hired Zayd bin Thabit to make sure that all the other copies were destroyed, and that this one
the original, yes.
This one copy, one version of the Quran was preserved.
The original, yes.
Okay, so you brought up the issue
of
manuscript reliability, okay?
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
So if you want to bring that up, we'll jump into that, but I don't know how far you want to go down that path.
But I respect the conversation. Thank you.
You bet, man. Thank you. For sure, yeah. You too. Have a great one.